A cat lost in Yellowstone travels 800 miles to reunite with owners after 2 months. We're going to read into this story from The Guardian, you guys. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with another good news, good vibes story, where every Sunday I drop a good news story for you. Some more heartwarming than others, because we always hear about negative and downside news, to be fair. And this one I got for you guys is from The Guardian. It's pretty much around most outlets, to be fair, if you haven't caught this one already. This is about a cat that was lost in Yellowstone, travels 800 miles to reunite with its owners after 2 months. So Benny and Saudis Antonio are back home in California with Rayne Beau, who ran into the woods during a camping trip. During a camping trip. Now, here's the thing, right? If you take... So I'm kind of curious to know, how did the cat end up... Don't worry, the cat's sleeping, guys. It's not dead on there, I can assure you. It does make me wonder, how did they end up losing the cat? Now, obviously, everybody is different with their cat owners. If you're going to take your cat away from home, you do run risks of it straying away, isn't it? Because, and perhaps maybe it's worth having some kind of cat strap to their cats so they don't run away. That probably might be something worth looking into, perhaps. But everyone's story. I'm not going to say that perhaps if you do take your cats out on trips or whatnot, perhaps you should have a strap to them so they don't run away. I've not taken... for those who don't know, I do have 2 cats here myself. And we don't ever take them far from... We don't take them anywhere, except to the vets. And that should all be it. But I know everyone else is different. And obviously in America, they do things differently. So everyone is different for their own thing. But how did it go from 800 miles to reunite over after 2 months? This is an extraordinary thing as well. So let's read into this. So, for 2 months, a California couple was heartbroken, worrying about the whereabouts of their beloved cat after losing him in Yellowstone National Park, a wilderness larger than some U.S. states. But as summer came to a close, so did their tragic story. Benny and Susanne Anguiano reunite with their lost feline, Rayne Beau. It's an odd name, but okay. Last month, after an animal welfare group called to let them know that their cat had been found in Roseville, California, about 800 miles from Yellowstone. So how did it end up there? In June, the couple went camping in the national park where their cat was startled by something in the wilderness. Rayne Beau ran into the trees and they didn't see him again for 60 days. During the trip, they searched every day, laying out treats and toys in the hope he returned, but without success. I had to leave without him, Susanne Antonio told KSBW. That was the hardest day because I felt like I was abandoning him. In early August, Rayne Beau's microchip came in handy. The couple received a message from PetWatch, a pet tracking service, indicating that their cat had been found in Roseville at a local branch of the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. A woman had discovered Rayne Beau alone in the street and brought him to the shelter. He was really depleted, said Susanne. He probably didn't have much energy left to go any further. Susanne first shared their roller coaster story on Facebook, explaining that she hadn't told it earlier because it was too dramatic. Exactly how Rayne Beau travelled the 800 miles from Yellowstone to Roseville remains a mystery. The couple said they hoped sharing their story might prompt someone to come forward with any details in their KSBW interview. The couple also urged other pet owners to install trackers to avoid losing their pets for good. An estimated 10 million dogs and cats are lost or stolen in the US every year, according to the American Veterinary Medical Association. Only 1 in 50 cats in shelters return to their owner, but with a microchip, nearly 2 out of 5 are reunited with their families. It is so important, guys, that I have to stress the importance that if you have a dog and a cat, please get it microchipped. If you consider it a family member, if you consider it part of your family and you love it and cherish it very, very much, please get it microchipped. Even if, no matter how safe and secure you are, please get them microchipped. It can make a massive difference between finding your animal again, especially if it goes missing and you have a chance to track it and find it again. You don't ever want that on your conscience, not knowing what happened. But it is an absolute. I do call this a miracle story. It really is a miracle story because I still don't understand how it went from 800 miles from Yellowstone to where it did to be found. It's just extraordinary. I mean, it must have just kept going, going, going. 60 days. It was 60 days. It's a long. So 60 days. So I don't know. It must have just found food and ravages on its way during its journey. I mean, but it's just an extraordinary, extraordinary thing. But the microchip, obviously, because the cat managed to survive that long and along its way, the microchip obviously made it reunite with its owners. If it hadn't, they would never have found it again. But it's wonderful that they're reunited. It really, really is, and it's extraordinary that out in the wildness, the cat was managed to survive and able to keep going. So in the end, it was a good end to the story, because you would not expect to find your cat again, especially in a park like Yellowstone. That is for sure, guys. But they did in the end. But what do you guys think? What do you guys make of this extraordinary story that this cat lost in Yellowstone traveled 800 miles to reunite with its owners? What does that make you think about cats in general? Let me know your thoughts and more down in the comments section below. If you found this video, heartwarming, please hit the like button. Greatly appreciate it. Shares across social media so others are notified of this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing as well, because it really does help support the channel. And thank you all very much for watching. And I hope to catch you all very, very soon.